I'd like to think about enterprises as emotion designer potentially. I mean,
yeah.
They have clients, they have customers, and customers have emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you recommend to an enterprise that would like to design emotions?
To design emotions, because whenever you buy something, or whenever you sell something, whether it's a thing like a chair or a camera, or or whether you sell a service, like a haircut or an app or whatever it is, whatever it is you think you're selling, you're actually selling a feeling, because that's how we respond to things. I mean, after a while, you've had this camera, and you're used to it, and you think, oh, it's my camera, it's my old camera, and blah blah blah. But when you first get that camera, it's your new baby, and if you take it out of the box, and the first thing that happens is the front falls off it, you go, and you feel let down. You actually have an emotional reaction to that. You don't go, well, it was just a camera. It was your, if you invested time and effort in it, or your car, or whatever it is, you're really disappointed. And yes, you've got to take it back to the shop and all that, but that's not the point. You've had this big emotional reaction. At the same time, when you get in your car and it all works, and you've got your new car and everything else, people are in love with their little car. It's great. They have this relationship with it, and that's actually what you've sold them. The app, the service, the car is just a conduit to a little emotional relationship between you and your customer. Now, at its purest form, you've got an artist, a painter, a graphic novelist, a novelist, cinema, in which you're going in there and you are getting a big emotional response. That's what he's giving you. He's loading you up with excitement and emotions, and that's going bang, straight in here. That's a kind of obvious way that there's an emotional relationship, but that exists in everything we do. And it's crucial, I think, to recognize that and not to lose sight of that. Because what happens when people go in business and they say, I want to cut costs. And you say, okay, fair enough. Make sure that when you cut the costs, you don't also cut the value of what you're selling. Because as soon as you do that, then you have no value yourself. And the customer will go, well, this is a worthless product because it has no value. So I'll just go and buy something else which is cheaper. The same kind of worthless product, And it works in airlines. It works, in a race to the bottom. Somebody will always do it nastier and cheaper than you. But if you set your margin higher and you give people a realistic price for a good product, that you will have a good relationship with them, they'll come back. Whereas eventually they will migrate sideways at the bottom here to somebody else, to somebody else, to somebody else, to somebody else. So you need to decide what kind of business you're in.